racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and number one in the anti-post betting market. And now, World Sports Betting, a proud sponsor of one of the premier races on the South African racing calendar. And they are now sponsoring the Summer Cup, which takes place at the end of this month. So fantastic that World Sports Betting has come to the fore and ensuring that the Summer Cup remains a prestigious race that it is, and a stake now of 2 million rand. And there'll be lots of promotions on World Sports Betting leading up to the Summer Cup, and I'll touch on a few later on in the show. Well, for now, what's happening this weekend? It's a doubleheader on Saturday, Turffontein and Kenilworth, and then we move over to Greyville on Sunday. As always, it's 4 to follow for this weekend. 2 trebles will be up on the World Sports Betting menu, and where we go with those 4 horses, we will begin in race number 3 on Saturday at Turffontein, and this is a maiden fillies and mares over 1600 meters, and I'm expecting this filly to be in the red. It wouldn't surprise me to see them price her up way ahead of the balance of the field, because she does deserve to have a position on top of betting boards, and she's an absolute standout on what she's shown to date. Her name is Charon Gorma. She's trained by Stuart Pettigrew, will be ridden by Diego de Gaveo. Debuted at a 2-year-old back in June. She was backed that day, and I thought it was a fair introduction over 1450 meters. And then after that run, well, the stable gave her a 4.5-month break. She was back on the 30th of October, and again, there was solid betting support for her, and she just found one better on the day. She was running on smartly at the business end of the race in a quick time. What was her time? 22.6 seconds, 400 to finish, and it was straight into a mile coming off that break. So it was a commendable performance. It was a performance that will bring her on a ton. From that form line, I can tell you, whilst there haven't been any winners, 4th in that race was Angel C, came out to run 2nd. 5th in that race was Maria's World, came out to run 2nd, and 6th in that race was Tulata, coming to run 3rd. So there have been 3 runners for 3 places, and when you look at her pedigree, we have touched on this dam before on the show. Garangosa, who stayed very well, got 3,200 meters. The sibling Shatango, very useful stayer, and then a horse that has been very successful on this show called Shangani. Yes, she is related to Shangani, who's now a 4-time winner, and he gets 2,600 meters. So one would think in time that she is going to be better over further, and they're keeping her over 1,600 meters, and on what she's shown in that comeback run, she'll be very, very hard to beat, and I think she will get us off to a flying start in the horses to follow. Then we move along to Cape Town and Kenilworth. It is race number 3. This is a fillies and mares 1800 meters, and we're going with Field of Vision. Brett Crawford with Louis Nkotla, and this filly, she's knocking hard on the door. She's at 2nd at her last 3 starts over 1600 and 1800 meters. And the last start, though, that was in open company, and she put in a commendable performance. She gave it a full go. She just found one better on the day. And from that form line of her last start, Sunday Island came out to run 2nd behind Global Alley. She's got a good draw. She showed last time out that she enjoyed the step up in distance. So against this type of field, her consistency could be rewarded. And I'm hoping that this time around she is not a bridesmaid anymore. That's horse number 4, Field of Vision. We're sticking with Cape Town, and it is the next race after the 3rd. Well, we're going on to the 4th, and this is a maiden plate over 1950 meters, and Spirit of Silvano, that's Dean Kannemeyer and Keegan DeMello team up. The stable and the owners, Kaya Racing Stables, they must have really liked this individual at the sales, a 1.1 million rand purchase. And on debut, He looked to have needed that run. He was still a bit green as well. He was 4 lengths behind the winner at Durbanville over 1400 meters. And from that form line, I Want It All, the winner from the Justin Snate yard, came out to run a good second behind Oz Rob. Fourth in that race was Blizzard, came out to run second next time out behind Tazona. So that form line is looking good from the debut run of Spirit of Silvano. And then last time out, well, there haven't been any runners. It was only on the 3rd of November when this individual ran fourth behind Global Alley. Now, that was a step up to 1600 meters. And I can tell you, if you watch that replay, he didn't get the best of luck in running at the business end of the race. So that was good improvement from one run to run two, going over the extra distance. And I mentioned that a 1.1 million rand purchase. Well, you just have to have a look at the dam. Europa Point, she needs little introduction. She was a 9-time winner from 1400 to 2000 meters. And when you look at this individual and what he represents on what he's shown to date, 1400, 1600, now going 1950 meters, he's sure to release the extra distance. And I think that he will be a hard horse to beat here. Number 7, Spirit of Silvano, certainly coming along the right way and hopefully can get the job done for us on Trackside. And then those are the 3 horses for Saturday. So it's 1 at Turfentine, 2 at Kenilworth, and then we close the 4 horses off at Greyville on Sunday, and it comes up in race number 3. It's a maiden fillies and mares over 1400 meters, and we're sticking with the maiden plates with our 4 horses to follow, and her name is Lady Usura. Now, she's been, I could say, costly and frustrating to follow for those that have gone for her in the past. She's having had, second at the last 1, 2, 3 starts. She's run second now, so she always seems to find one better on the day. Well, we're hoping it's not the case on Sunday. Runs second to Unconditional Love. That has since been a subsequent winner for Justin Snate. Second to Chelsea Flower. From that form line, there's been a subsequent winner in Roy's Rocker. And then last time out, she was second to a first-timer called Ice Sensation. Lucky Miss has come through to frank that form. And the winner, Ice Sensation, was certainly not disgraced and ran a fair post-maiden run the other day behind Time to Roll. So the form lines are looking good. It looks like the right type of field. With all due respect, she is not going to get an easier opportunity to break the duck. And I say this because I had a good look at the opposition. Whilst there is some form to recommend, she's an absolute standout on her last 3 starts. And what I'm hoping is that the change from the poly to the turf is the change of luck for horse number 8, Lady Ustra. And that's going to be the 4 horses. And how are we going to be playing those 4 horses? Well, let's go Charangoma to win at Turfentine, into Field of Vision at Kenilworth, into Spirit of Silvano at Kenilworth, and that treble will end off on Saturday. And then treble number 2 will be Charangoma at Turfentine, into Spirit of Silvano at Kenilworth, and then we close that treble off with Lady Ustra on Sunday at Greyville. And that is the 4 to follow. Well, I mentioned that we're going to give you some updates on the sponsorship of the Summer Cup, and I say updates, well, there'll be a lot of promotions, and we wish World Sports Betting all the best with this big move of sponsoring the Summer Cup. It promised to be a fantastic race, a fantastic race day with lots of promotions for the punter. And one of them, well, if you go on the World Sports Betting betting menu and you click on Summer Cup anti-post, you'll see the entire field will come up there. You can choose which horse you want to back. You may be 50-50, you may be on the fence on the runner that you want to back because you think my runner may not get in, my runner is 50-50, my runner is bubbling under, and I don't want to stand the risk of losing my money if my horse does not get into the final field, and that is the risk of backing anti-post. But World Sports Betting have come up and they have said that if you back your horse anti-post and it does not make the final field, don't worry guys, don't worry. we will refund your stake in free bets. Simple. Bang any horse that you won in this year's World Sports Betting Summer Cup, because if your horse doesn't make the final field, you're not losing out, guys. You're going to get that back with free play. That is your stake in free play. And I think that's a fantastic initiative, because how many times you go for a horse, doesn't make the final field, and bang, you've done your money and it's all overs. But you now get free play if your horse doesn't make that final field. That's your stake. Okay, what else is happening? Well, Black Friday is going to be an absolute bumper in 2 weeks' time. That will be before this year's World Sports Betting Summer Cup. There are going to be mad specials, I'm told, on Black Friday before Summer Cup Day. And what they've also done is that, as an initiative on the day, what World Sports Betting will be doing on Summer Cup Day, every tote favorite that wins, they will be donating 5,000 Rand to the Horse Care Unit. Every tote favorite that wins will be given 5,000 Rand from World Sports Betting to the Horse Care Unit. But we'll keep you updated in next week's show as well, and what's happening with all the promotions. I am super excited that World Sports Betting, who sponsor Trackside, have now gone on and taken on one of the premier races on the South African racing calendar, which is the Summer Cup. And that's it for this weekend show, guys. I hope you find all the winners and have an absolute blast, making a huge profit this weekend. And as always, on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Until next week, you take care. Salami Gashte.